I don't know about you, but one of my favorite things to have for any sort of dessert or baked good is something lemony. I love that lemon flavor, that zesty, fresh, slightly tangy, but perfectly sweet flavor. So this week I decided to make some lemon sugar cookies. I've had this recipe for a while, but I did tweak it and change it up a little bit. I added some cornmeal. This isn't corn flour, this is a medium grind cornmeal, and that gives you this lovely crunch. I also added in the lemon juice, whereas the recipe I know called for zest. I also added, just for a little bit of something different, some thyme. Now this is a background flavor, it's not super strong flavor in these cookies, but I think it just adds a little something, and I love to add anything that I can from my garden. You could try other things like chamomile or infusing your sugar in lavender. I think that would be amazing as well, or even just a tiny little bit of sage, because that's quite strong, but hey, give it a go, see how it is. So the recipe, how you start making this, and if you're going to do it by hand, you're going to rub in the cornmeal, the flour and the butter. You're going to rub it in until you get that nice fine breadcrumb. If you don't want to do this step and you have a stand mixer, then throw all your ingredients into the stand mixer with a paddle attachment and just turn it on a medium-low speed. You don't want to overdo it by mixing too hard too fast until it forms a dough. If not, we're just going to do it by hand. Once you've got those breadcrumbs, we're going to go in and add the sugar, the zest, the juice, the salt. The salt is just a fine pinch, and this will depend on the amount as to whether or not you decided to use the salted butter or unsalted butter, so just play that by ear. And you're also going to add in that thyme. You just need a little bit. If you want a little bit more flavor, then add more. The recipe you can totally tweak and change it to your liking. So once you've added all those together, you can use a wooden spoon or go straight in with your hands, and we're going to incorporate that all so it's thoroughly mixed together. And once that's mixed together, we're going to form it into a dough. Once that dough is there, we're going to make a big fat sausage, and this is what we're going to make our cookies out of. So roll it into a nice big fat sausage, cover it in some sort of wrap, whether that is just plastic bag or plastic wrap, cling film, whatever it may be, and then we're going to throw that in the fridge for at least an hour until it's firmed up. You can leave it longer if you want to, there's no set time. Once that's nice and firm, remove it from the fridge, and you're going to take some sort of cutter, whatever that may be, use a sharp knife, and we're going to cut it into at least 1/2 inch to 1 inch rounds, and those are your cookies. Now, my video did not work, so I only have a photo of this, but you're going to then roll those in some sugar, some granulated sugar, that gives it a nice crunchy bits on the outside. Throw them onto a nice lined baking sheet and put that into a preheated oven for around 20 minutes. Once you've taken them out of the oven, let them cool for a little while, and then throw them onto a cooling rack to cool further, and then enjoy with your favorite cup of tea. You can find the full recipe on my blog at gemmaandcompany.com.